1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
The following video may contain content parents may find unsuitable for children. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey everybody, it's Hunger again, and welcome to another Minecraft stream. We are working on doing some stuff, you know, little podcast. It's not a Minecraft stream; it's a podcast. It will slip of the tongue there. I know it looks like a Minecraft stream, but this is definitely a podcast. You know, I'm just gonna get a few things off my chest here and there. You know, normal podcast things. But I don't want to get things off my chest by myself, so I'm going to call in the squad. So let me go ahead and summon the squad real quick.
Assemble.
Beetlejuice! Beetlejuice!
Thundercats!
Beetlejuice!
Come in, you royal boob!
Oh yeah, it's all coming together.
Okay, so one of those things should have summoned at least part of the squad, right? Anyway. Let's go ahead and get to Minecrafting. And podcasting. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Hey there.
I'll probably in a moment.
Okay. See the squad summoning worked. Alright. Oh, Caps is here too. See? It worked. Alright, yeah. Now we're talking.
Save here.
Whee! Whee! Oh, man. Great. No sound for opening these in the chests. Oh, there they go. Oh, I swear. So how you doing tonight?
Nah, I'm doing alright.
Yeah. Yep, I'm just kind of hanging out.
Just got a whole bunch of mons trained up for tomorrow.
Oh yeah. Oh great. Great. Nice powerful loading. This is what this game is now. Really. It's really hard to figure out which is more broken. Pokemon Scarlet, which just came out, or this, which has been out for how many decades? Like,
I know, right?
it's crazy! Fix your shit! It's more than 3 minutes into the stream. I think I can say that. Anyway. Goodness. Did you see the meme at the beginning of the stream?
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
I
spent a bunch of time today making that. It's the all-new Summon the Squad meme. I'm gonna be using it anytime I need to summon a squad.
Oh, just for the terror raids?
I mean, for the terror raids, for the Minecraft podcasts, you know, anytime I need a squad, I'm gonna use that meme. It's gonna be great.
I'll have to rewind and see what it's like.
It was pretty nice. I'm pretty pleased with how that meme turned out. Man, it's Halloween already? Shit. I was trying to get ready for Christmas.
Same.
Happy Turkey Day, yeah. I saw a meme.
Oh my god.
Oh, you looking at some of the
Okay,
squad
yeah. Yeah. I saw a fucking Naruto clip on there.
meme? Yeah.
Base.
Summoning Jutsu! uh,
I even trained up my own Skeledirge.
yeah, nice. Just a good boy.
And I leveled my Tinkaton.
Tinky Tink.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to go find some Bronzors to beat up.
Yep.
I think that's the best plan.
Or I could put the item that you use to evolve Charcadet to Cerule Edge, and I'll let him on hold it, and I'll trade it to you.
Oh man, that'd be lit.
Mm-hmm.
I would have to just get a good Charcadet to evolve. Yeah.
Maybe you have one.
I mean, I have a Charcadet, but like, you know, if I'm gonna like use an item that a friend is giving me, I want it to be a good one, you know?
Yeah.
So I might have to do like some nature and Terra type changes or something, you know. We'll figure it out.
My Cerule Edge is not a good Terra type, though. It's ground Terra.
Yeah. Yeah, let me change from fire to ground, and I still get killed by water.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, not great.
And I get no stab from it either, which is
Oh, dang.
terrible.
Oh,
If
man.
anything, I'd prefer like a normal Terra on it. Can they get immune to what it's weak to?
Oh, I have no glass for this. That is sad.
Mr. Puff.
Is anybody talking in the stream chat? I'm not seeing anything.
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
Come join me in the water, buddy. No thanks.
He said, haha, fuck no! Good grief, though. I don't know. I put the Green Ranger pick in the thumb. I guess I should probably mention Jason David Frank at some point. Yes, it sucks what happened to him, but I feel like somebody who ends their own life like that shouldn't be celebrated in the same way that someone who died of natural causes after living a full life and dealing with all the hardships of gutting it out is celebrated in when they die. It's unfortunate that he had to go that way, and you know, I'm sure it was a shock to everybody. It was definitely a shock to me.
Yeah, it was a shock to most of us.
But anyway, I just wanted to mention it so people think that I'm not just putting him in there for the views or anything. Like I said, I do think it's sad, and he will definitely be missed. But like I said, I just feel like as somebody who has had loved ones that have chosen to go out that way myself, it's not just a quick and easy way out for the person who's doing it. It's a terrible thing for everybody who's left behind, both the people that love them and like their family and friends, and you know, and in this case, the people who really cared about them as an entertainer. So that they're, you know, to me, somebody who does that is just shitting all over the goodwill of everybody like that in their lives. They're saying, "Oh yeah, all that love and adoration you're giving me, it's not good enough. I don't need it," you know. So I feel kind of a little bit of disdain almost for people that do that. Like I said, I've had people in my life that have done that. It's not a great thing to anybody who's considering doing such things. I urge them to think about the people they're leaving behind. That is just the ultimate selfish act. It's, I'm having a bad time right now, so I'm going to take myself out of the game instead of waiting around to see if things get better,
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's a raw deal.
It very much is.
Anyway, but I wanted to use the Green Ranger summoning the Dragon Zord in that meme. Regardless, I'd planned on doing that before. I just hadn't gotten around to making the squad meme. Just so happened that today was at a point where I had some time, so I went ahead and put it together. I may do other versions of it as I find other clips to include. But but yeah. Anyway. On to bigger and better things. So Pokemon Scarlet, Pokemon Violet.
Yeah.
I am definitely looking forward to playing those games, or playing Scarlet. Really, probably not going to buy Violet, especially not until they fix their shit. Like definitely not going to rush out and buy another game when the one that I've got ain't working so well.
But then you wouldn't get to see all the Violet exclusives.
I mean, people will trade them, I'm sure. I have not found any shinies yet. No, not Scarlet and Violet, or Scarlet.
Yeah, the only shiny I found was the Nimble.
Did do some raids last night. Had a special Eevee raid stream where we primarily raided various Terra type Eevees. That was a lot of fun.
And some other stuff.
Yeah, there were other things that got raided as well, but it was primarily the Eevees because that was like the stated purpose of the stream.
He got the new pseudo last stream too.
Oh yeah, that little ice dragon thing. I think I stopped short of evolving it though. I need to go ahead and do that.
Yeah. You'll be very interested in his final Evo, though.
Yeah, hopefully. Maybe it'll just look amazing. Yeah.
Keep pressing B to use my Elytra. God, it's been a while since I played Minecraft. Yeah, I had one. I had one on my team as well. It's pretty awesome.
So I saw this meme earlier today. Fucking sent me. So the first picture is a Corviknight flying in the air, carrying the little taxi thing.
Yeah.
And then the picture underneath it is a guy with Tinkaton's head on it, and the caption just says, "And I took that personally."
Yeah. Oh yeah, that meme. I took that personally. Because as a child, Tinkatink was bullied by various steel types.
Oh man,
when it fully evolved, it took revenge on them.
So funny.
So when it fully evolved, it took its revenge on them.
Yeah. I just love that, and I took that personally.
Yep.
Just sitting there flying, minding its own business, and I took that personally. 75. What about 75?
Spooky Fiend in the Pokemon chat said that Tinkaton should have an attack where it attacks the opponent by making Corviknight crash into them by hitting it in the sky.
Oh my gosh. That'd be wild.
Yeah.
I mean, oh gosh. Not sure exactly what they're thinking. You know.
Unemployed Corviknight.
Oh, pointing out the thing only has 75 base attack.
I mean, yeah.
I mean,
It's not super offensive, but hell, it is tanky as shit.
yeah, I'm more interested in the fact that it doesn't afraid of anything. It just sits there and tanks
Yeah.
for days. Man,
I've seen a lot of people use it on their first playthrough.
it's pretty Eben, if you ask me.
I used it for a while until I replaced it with the new pseudo.
They're just tearing into each other on VP. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm all for the memes.
I will say that I'm on Team Tinkaton now.
Right. But yeah, the picture that they did for that meme was just beautiful. 10 out of 10.
And I took that personally.
All right. Yeah. Me. Shiny new Minecraft guy.
Oh, the
Oh yeah,
Garganackle.
the knack thing. Yeah, the
Garganackle.
Garganackle. Slack
I've
Spider
never-
is here. Hi, Slack Spider.
I've never seen it shiny before.
Yeah.
Is it like a golden color or something?
If you see it's shiny, will you get salty?
Hmm.
What? I'm just picturing this thing, like walking into a room and be like, "Let me ask you something, and be honest. Do I make you salty? Do I?"
Yeah.
uh,
Says the salt shaker.
all right.
It's literally Brown Bricks.
I love
Okay.
him. It's just funny.
I'm interested in seeing it now.
Slack Spider needs friends. That is so sad.
I mean, what do you want me to do?
uh,
On a seething trainer.
See, man, could you imagine people using that on Pokemon Showdown just for the memes?
Yeah.
Like
It
sweeping somebody on Pokemon Showdown with it, going, "You salty, bro?" Did you get salty? Yeah. I'm here for it.
I've heard it is pretty broken in Gen 9's Showdown.
Stay salty, my friends.
Stay salty.
All right. Oh man, I don't have very many these things at all. Friends with a YouTuber who but he never plays with me.
Yeah.
He plays Bedrock and Java. Smogon has been eating itself.
Yeah,
Good. Good. I hope they vanish.
have you seen Technician Mousehold? That thing sweeps like crazy.
Man. Love it. Man, I thought I had this plan.
I actually caught a fighting type Terra Mousehold family of 3 in a raid, and it has
They're quick
and it
banning
actually has
everything.
Technician.
Yeah.
I need to get myself a 3 segment to Dunsparce though.
So Smogon needs therapy. Just saying.
Yeah.
I'm so glad to hear that they're pissed, because like seriously, they have no right to act as an authority on Pokemon. Singles is not the default Pokemon format.
Yeah.
It's doubles, and it's not and it's not the default format because singles is busted. Like, it's really easy to have a single mon that just obliterates the entire enemy team in singles.
Yeah,
And
even though like singles is my most preferred battle style.
right, but it's something where it's not competitively balanced. They're not trying to competitively balance it. They're building the competitive for doubles. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
If you're trying to join, Hunger doesn't let anyone but for his friends join.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nothing personal against anybody. It's just that I've had too many experiences with people getting into the realm and just griefing the shit out of it, and I don't feel like dealing with it. So
Yeah.
I just don't let anybody join that I don't trust.
I don't
if
want to
you're-
deal with it.
If you're just some random dude that I don't know, like coming in out of nowhere, you're not going to get into the realm. Sorry. Yeah.
You were going to nuke, see?
Yep. And that's why I don't let people in. There you go.
Yeah, I ain't letting no griefers near my house.
Right. Yes. Slack Spider will let you nuke his realm. I don't care.
Yeah.
Oh,
or
man.
whatever Minecraft world he owns.
Right.
As if I would let anyone tear down my house. I mean, look at this ruby and sapphire looking structure.
You have actual nukes in the realm, right? He's got the launch codes and everything. Uh-huh. Griefer of worlds. Yep. Yep. Sorry, I put over a year into this world. I'm gonna let randos in, fuck with it. Sorry.
Yeah, not happening.
Yes, I know you have a nuke spell. You don't have to use it. It's okay. We remember. Please don't kill everybody. It only works in the arena. Shit.
That's cool. Now you can nuke all the boss fights you made.
Shit.
Oh boy.
So does my 5-year-old nephew. Oh, snap. Shots fired.
Oh, shit. Oops.
Now, caps codes. He does quite a bit of interesting stuff for my realm. I appreciate it. Truth or dare? Okay, I dare you to play a game that's less than a decade old. The fuck is an NBT? Non-binary transvestite? I don't know. Just guessing. Spitballing. I wouldn't want to code those. Sounds complicated. Ah, cool. Right. Alright. Well, I'm glad you both found someone to play with. Very cool. Go, my children.
Yeah.
And then the Lord spake, saying, Go grief thyself.
Mhm.
Oh, man. Alright, take care. Have a great one.
Bye, random friend. Grief you whenever the game pops up.
Okay, cool.
Not like Hunger has any other realm to go to besides his own.
Right. I mean, there's a few people who have invited me to their realms. You know, I just prefer building this one since I've put so much time into it already. It's like, you know.
I don't know a lot of people who have invited me to Minecraft rooms. This, if anything, this is the only realm I go to.
Right.
Because it's so easy here.
Yeah. Yeah.
I went into Rude Dolphin's Minecraft world at one point a few months ago.
Oh, nice.
But that was not the greatest time in my life.
Yeah. Did he give you a hot sauce enema and have you hold hands with a dragon?
Excuse me?
I mean, that just sounds like a thing Rude might do in his realm. Like, I have no idea what Rude's realm is like. It could be really cool for all I know.
Well, it's not a realm; it's a world.
Okay, well, same thing. Yeah, realms just have permanence when the user is not online. Turning your realm into an FPS lobby, yo.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I saw. I think it was Mr. Beast. He had set it up to where he basically just turned Minecraft into Fortnite, and he was having people kill each other in there.
Fucking Fortnite of all things.
I know.
Oh boy.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, Fortnite and Minecraft have a lot of similarities.
Yeah, one of them is cringe and the other one's not.
Well, I'm just talking about like from a mechanic standpoint. Like in Fortnite, you're building things. Granted, the overall purpose and genre of the game are different, but like the thing where you're building stuff on the fly is still the same. Like, yeah, so it's it's got at least that in common.
Yeah. But I'd rather take Minecraft any day over fucking.
Oh yeah, same.
Hell, I'll take any game over fucking Fortnite.
Right.
Besides Among Us, but.
Well, I'd still rather take Among Us than Fortnite. I'm not that great at Among Us. I suck at lying.
Me too. Wants to make a
Call of Duty Zombies map.
map.
It's kind of funny. Not gonna lie. Oh man. All kinds of fun. Fun times. All right.
You hurry before I use up more of that.
saw this video. I think it was a news report, and it was talking about these scientists that are working on basically reversing the aging process. You know, and you know, it sounds like it would be really cool. Like the science is solid and everything, and like, wow, that would be really cool if they were able to just, you know, have you take a pill and then suddenly, you know, you're freaking younger. You know, like, you know, it repairs your DNA, makes it to where, you know, you feel however many years younger. And you know, then I started thinking about it. It's like, man, you know, that could get dystopian like real fast, you know?
Yeah, I don't.
Like, if, you know, if they were like only giving them to the rich and powerful, and, you know, like charging like, you know, like thousands, you know, or millions of dollars a dose, you know, like, you know, to where like only like, you know, senators, congressmen, you know, people that run Facebook, would be able to have to partake, you know. I was like, man, that could be really bad, you know.
Yeah, that I don't agree with that.
Like, but you know, like it's always, you know, it's always exciting, you know. There's all kinds of people, you know, since the you know, for thousands of years that have dreamed of living forever, you know. So I can see where people would get excited about it, but yeah, like I said, it's kind of like, ooh.
It's also got like some kind of fault to it, you know.
Yeah, well, like I said, it's like this. That's like the type of story that that you know, fiction writers love. You know, like when you're like, oh hey, yeah, we fixed the aging process. There was a yeah, right. Yeah, and then she died today, or not? Was it today or yesterday? Anyway, the lady that sang that died, which is kind of ironic.
Yeah.
But anyway. But it was today, yeah. Okay, but yeah, it's just kind of it's kind of interesting. You know, that wasn't necessarily why I brought it up, but yeah, you know, Irene Cara, yeah. Hell's dying near, like, I'm hearing something dying, but I can't see. You know, it occurs to me that I'm kind of protected by like an impregnable fortress of water here. Which is kind of funny.
Motherfucker.
Oh man. You're an Enderman too. The hell. Go away, Enderman. There we go.
We can make this the hallway of water.
Hellos.
Hey, how's it going?
It's good. How you doing?
Doing all right. Ow! What the?
Wait, what?
I'm about to slap me some bitch. It's gonna happen. Like,
Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna win this
I
one.
didn't think. Well,
yes,
that was
you
at
didn't
the end
think.
of the-
That is what happened. That is exactly.
That was at the end of the riptide. I was not trying to hit you. I was trying to go over you. So
All
you
right.
wouldn't go here, but
Those are your last words, then. Oh man.
I wish I'd have known you were streaming last night on the Pokemon game.
Yeah, I don't normally stream on Fridays, but then I heard that they were doing the
there
event,
isn't the event
you
that
know.
went on.
So I was like, well, I better get it before it's gone, you know.
Ah, I missed an event.
I think it's going until like, is it still going today, and then it ends like early Sunday or something like that? Anyway.
Yeah, I believe so.
But,
So
it's,
I've collected what I got from the EVs.
Basically, in this event, Terra Eevee is more common, and you get like all the different elements. Like,
Yeah, you can all different terrors for it.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I really.
You get your
I
EVs in every
mean-
flavor. Yep.
Yeah.
I got a dark type Terra Espeon
Nice.
from one of them.
Yeah, like that's the thing with Terra Eevee is that there's a bunch of Eevees that have like absorb skills or absorb abilities. So like think about like how it would be if you, for example, had like
Water
a Leafeon.
Terra Fire Flareon.
Like let's say you had a Leafeon, for example, and it had Fire Terra, or not Fire Terra, or you had a or not Leafeon. You had let's say you had a Flareon and it had Grass Terra. Excuse me. So, your opponent goes to use like a Water type against you. You change it to a Grass type. So then they bring in like a Fire type, but oh yeah, you've got Flash Fire. So,
or Bug Terra.
yeah. I mean, if it's if they bring in a Bug type, you just kill it. Like anyway, but yeah, Bug Terra, same thing. Like Ground Terra Vaporeon with Water Absorb. That's disgusting.
Or Rock.
Yeah.
Or Rock.
He nuked and hacked your server. Cool.
Of course he did.
All right.
He's a Minecraft hacker. Don't let him in.
We should bring fire types.
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
I EV trained Sensu Oricorio for the Oricorio strat that Hunger mentioned.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, I need to work on an Oricorio.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
You didn't get burned because you're a fire type.
Yeah.
No, I was thinking of the bird.
Oricorio?
No,
Hello.
And we lost. Yeah, the 5-star terror raids are kind of difficult.
Yeah. No, we were
Yes,
doing
they
those.
are. There are also 6-star Terra raids that you can find later.
And 7-star. Don't forget the 7 stars.
The 6-star, the 5 stars are level 75.
Yeah, the 6 stars are 90, and the 7 stars, you get the idea.
The 7 stars level 100.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but
same
7
here.
stars
Hugo.
only-
What's it?
aren't the 7 stars just event?
They're probably event only. Yeah, they'll probably use them for like legendary events or something. Like, oh, here, do this legendary raid or something.
Wait, 6 stars are still 75?
6 stars are 90.
Hugo
As far
said
as I
that they're
know.
still 75.
No, they have level 90 stats, but if you catch them, they're level 75. Like they're level 90. They're level 90 mons, but if you catch them, they're it's level 75. Like they have level 90 stats, but they go down to level 75 when you catch them.
I really do want to use a lot more player mines, but I have to wait for
the EVs?
the game to use the ones I love.
I dare you to never play Truth or Dare again. How about that? Anyway, you know, you're not a girl I'm out on a date with. Of course, I'm not going to play Truth or Dare with you. Jesus.
Right.
Well, those are EVs. You can turn any of them into Umbreon.
Right.
Yeah, you just gotta make sure it has high friendship at night.
Cumbrion. Did they put in the Moonstone shortcut in this one or no?
No.
Because I think they did in last gen where you could just give it a Moonstone. Anyway.
I don't remember that ever being a thing.
It is. Like, they, in Pokemon Coliseum, they didn't have day and night, so, they had a ribbon that you could give to Espeon, or to an Eevee to evolve it into Espeon or Umbreon,
But that's only in those games, I'm pretty
right,
sure.
but they had a shortcut where you could evolve other things. I'll look it up. Anyway. Let's see here. Alright, Eevee.
I have my shiny okay.
All of Eevee's crappy evolutions. Here we
but
go.
that doesn't really count though, because since he's already seen it.
Alright. In events, game events. Let's see here. Where does it show how it evolves? Damn it. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Huh. Okay, yeah. In Pokemon XD, they instead of using the ribbons, they changed it to having a Sun Shard or Moon Shard to evolve them, and you just had to level it up with them in your bag. Let's see.
Yeah, it's only next to the Yellow Darkest thing.
If multiple evolutionary conditions are met simultaneously, Leafeon and Glaceon are prioritized over Sylveon, and Sylveon is prioritized over Espeon and Umbreon. Let's see here.
Well, use
let's see.
Use the...
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so
Ironhead was
neutral. They added shortcuts for Leafeon and Glaceon where you could use a Leaf Stone and an Ice Stone in Gen 8.
Not for Espeon and Umbreon.
Yeah, I think in Gen 8 they didn't do that, but yeah, they have in other games though. It's not yeah. But yeah, it was usually in other games where there wasn't a day-night cycle. Anyway. Let's see.
There we go.
Yeah. Let's see. that's interesting.
Huh?
Oh, this is saying that in early Pokemon promotional material, instead of being called Eevee, it was called Eon.
Oh, nice.
That's cool.
Yeah, they had a few names like that in the early days of Pokemon before the game came out, where certain characters had different names. Why is the thumbnail the Green Ranger? Because I put together a new meme that had him in it. I mean, the actor that played the Green Ranger in the American Power Ranger series died, but that's not why I did it. Anyway.
Jason David Frank.
Yeah, Jason David Frank, right. Anyway.
Sad face.
Yeah, the only reason I know his name is because I saw an interview with him at one point where the interviewer was like, yeah, he's got 3 first names.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It is a shame though. If you also if you want to see the meme again, you'll have to see the beginning, scroll all the way to the beginning.
Right, because that meme is for summoning the squad.
Yeah, for VC only. Where's that stupid gap at?
How was that? I critically hit it and it didn't do anything.
What level are you?
81.
81? Why is everyone ahead of me?
I deeply regret never getting around to having a chance to meet him.
No.
I mean, hey,
Hi, please. Also, your team's 81 already? Jesus Christ.
To be fair, this is probably my highest Mon. So,
Which one?
Dragonite.
Ah.
Okay.
We also caught him at level 75.
Yeah. POV, in a world where raid battles are a thing, it is not hard to level up your mons.
Exactly. But I'm trying to keep my team balanced.
Should have kept the name Eon, sounds better, yeah. Yeah, they had a couple of names like that they changed. Ash from the anime, they were originally going to call him Casey in the localization. They changed it to Ash at the last minute.
and isn't that supposed to be short for Alex?
No, Ash
So I
is
thought
actually
that's what.
Ash is actually a shortening of Satoshi, which was his Japanese name.
Uh-huh.
Just like Gary is a shorthand Americanization of Shigeru, which was his Japanese name.
Yeah.
So,
Huh.
because the characters were originally named after Satoshi Tajiri and Shigeru Miyamoto in the Japanese version of the anime. So yeah, when they did the localization, they did what a lot of people do when they change the Japanese name to an English one. They just pick an American name that sort of sounds like it, or or sounds like a shortening of it.
I see.
So they took the word Satoshi and just nixed a whole bunch of letters until they got Ash.
Yeah. And they're like, okay, let's pick.
And with Shigeru, they took the Geru part and just changed it to Gary. So but yeah. So yeah,
Holy
that's
butchering Batman.
yeah, that's where the names come from, though. Like And then they put that to spectacular use in the Power of One movie, where they're like, "The world will turn to ash. Oh, that means it's all about you." Haha.
Yeah.
Like,
Chosen one. I feel more like the Frozen one.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what did you find, oh chosen one? Just some old rags and no magic sword? Maybe it's because we're peasants, you asshole!
Okay.
It's from a video called RPG Heroes Are Jerks, where it's like the protagonist from the RPG just bursts into these villagers' houses and starts looting everything.
Yeah.
And the villagers just talking shit the whole time, like. You know, like he opens the cupboard and he's like, "Oh, what did you find, oh hero, or chosen one? Oh, just some dirty old rags? Maybe it's because we're peasants, you asshole." Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I'm thinking we should come back here when you're higher level.
I'm ready.
Feed your mom a bunch of EXP candies.
How big is your bird?
My bird is bigger than your dragon.
Yes, how big?
Have you tried flipping it?
You're fighting a star after?
Richest dude in the realm.
82.
Yeah, they made fun of the pottery thing in that video too. Like this old lady comes into the room and she's like, "Has anyone seen my medicine?" And it's like, "Grandma, we've been over this. It's in one of those identical jars next to the window." And then the hero like cuts the pot, like hits the pots with his sword and breaks them all. And he pulls the medicine out. And the lady's like, "My medicine!" And the guy in the villager's like, "Well, it's his medicine now." And the lady's like, "My dementia."
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
I need a Rangaroo.
Monkey.
You playing Violet?
Yes.
Okay, I think, yeah, Orangutan is exclusive to Scarlet, I think.
Snap.
We finally have
No.
Pokemon Purple.
Uh-huh.
Now I'm waiting for Pokemon Plaid.
I mean, that's Pokemon Scarlet. Like, have you seen the uniforms in that game? They are ugly as fuck because they're all orange plaid.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
Then they
In
really
Violet,
should have
it's all-
called it Purple and Plaid.
Uh-huh.
In Violet, the uniforms are like purplish,
Is that better?
which I don't mind too bad, but it's not great. I don't like the fact that you can't.
Let me choose.
I don't like the fact that you can't personalize your character's clothes.
Yeah, that's literally the weakest part of the game, other than the massive amount of game-breaking glitches, but, you know.
Yeah.
I think two of them could do it. What do you think? You said it was.
I'm online. Hold on.
Hugo said he could hook you up with a monkey. He's got the hookup.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yep. He can go get a Rangaroo pretty quickly.
He said the Oranguru I could find easily in Scarlet, so you know. So Hugo's got your monkey hookup. It's like
Using a Rangaroo sound like an orangutan.
because it is an orangutan. It's a psychic orangutan that tells other mons what to do. That's why it's a guru.
He said
that
he also
messed around with a kangaroo.
he also needs either a Clauncher or a Bagon. If you have one, Kev.
Yeah. If you could trade him a Clauncher or a Bagon for that, that would be awesome.
Okay, hold on.
Violet exclusive.
Yeah, I caught a Bagon in a raid the other day. It's got Terra Fairy type.
And not the greatest nature.
But it's
Actually,
Bagon.
I had a friend. I actually traded mine away because a friend was asking for one.
Yeah. It's Sparkly Bagon.
Yeah, the fairy Bagon.
Yep.
One of my friends was asking for it, so I let him have it.
Alright.
Because I also needed a Larvitar, who is apparently Scarlet is exclusive.
Noise. When you say my friend was asking for it, so I let him have it, it makes it sound like you punched him in the face.
Do you have the baby Tyranitar thing?
Larvitar?
Not exactly what I meant.
That's just
but
what he was
okay.
talking
Yeah.
about. Oh, Hugo says he has one. Look out.
Mhm.
Oh, wait. Terra Blast. Yeah, exactly. Terra Blast is the answer to everything.
Yeah, I've got Bagon.
Every mon in the game can learn Terra Blast.
Even unknown.
Well, Unknown's not in the game.
I know. Just yet. Waiting for the DLC. Waiting for it.
Yeah.
How many months do we have to go? Oh, a year? Okay, great.
I know, right?
If we're lucky, we might get the DLC announcement like mid next year. Yeah. Hopefully, there is a game-fixing patch coming up soon that will fix the problem.
I know, right?
That will fix what problem?
All the game-breaking glitches with Pokemon Scarlet and Violet.
Yeah, maybe they'll patch the game again.
Yeah, they had
Why would you want to fix all the game-breaking glitches?
because I don't like the game freezing when I'm in the middle of shit.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it's a good reason.
Yeah, I got soft locked at the end of a random raid at one point.
Yeah, the game like will go into loading and then never stop. You know.
Yeah,
So the
Hunger also
game's-
got soft locked when talking to an NPC with a pelver.
Yeah, I wanted to talk to him about his fucking toilet, and it just went, no, it's okay. Did you see?
So the game,
Did you guys see that fake social media post for Pokemon? Shit's fucking hilarious.
About the Tinkaton.
No, not the Tinkaton. It was trying to. It was
Ready to
it was a
do the
fake
thing.
post that was basically acting like it came from the Pokemon Company, and it's like, hey there, traders. We understand that some of you are experiencing strange things in Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet. Please rest assured that these are just unique parts of the of the region of the Paldea region, and nothing to be worried about. Like,
right.
That sounds lame as fuck.
basically just doing the it's not a glitch, it's a feature thing. But like I said, I'm pretty sure it was not really from Pokemon. I'm pretty sure it was just like a photoshopped post, but it was still funny. You know.
So, like the glitch that lets you make as many Master Balls as you want?
Okay, yeah, no, I'm not talking about like helpful glitches. I'm talking about like talk to a kid who has a Pelipper and never get to finish, like because
and the game freezes
because the game just starts loading and never lets you go on with the conversation,
Yeah.
like
So
that
the
type of
game's
glitch.
The game's still running like a virgin being chased by a crazy nymphomaniac.
I mean, the thing is, I've heard that there was supposed to be like some sort of like memory leak glitch going on, but I think that might have been something that was more of a pre-launch issue, because they had a day one patch that as far as I know fixed that, because I played for over 9.5 hours on my second stream, and I never encountered like the type of lag that people were describing with that. So I don't know if I just didn't visit enough areas during that time or what, but I just never saw that type of lag that some of these people were complaining about during my travels anyway.
Yeah.
So it's just he only dupe in post game. Yeah, there's actually a exploit where you can catch multiples of the same shiny. Basically, the way it works is you encounter a shiny, you go and you catch it, and then you go into town, save, reload your file, and then go back out to where you found the shiny, and it should be there still. Like,
That's like the same exploit that you use for like Sword and Shield, where you reset over and over in front of the same den.
something like it. Yeah, it's basically I don't know about all the technical aspects of it, but basically, the game, when it reloads the state before you entered the town where the shiny was there. So that's apparently a thing. Like I said, I haven't tried this myself, but I've heard that is a glitch that works. Yeah, you just make sure you don't unload the previous area by going to literally the nearest town, But but yeah, it's
So it's buggier than West Virginia in the middle of August.
it's pretty bad. Like there are tons of glitches. Like I said, some of them are helpful. A lot of them are terrible. I'm hoping that that when they patch it, they concentrate on patching out the terrible glitches, because a lot of the time they patch out the exploits that people like and leave the terrible shit alone. You know, because their priority is making sure nobody can have fun. So you know,
There's an item dupe glitch using the box legendary.
Hey, well, just at least try to duplicate as many items as you can until they patch
Right.
it out.
Yeah, you know. Yeah, get as many master balls as you possibly can before the end of November.
No, I just replicated Lucky Eggs.
Oh, replicated Lucky Eggs. All right.
Yeah, I replicated Lucky Eggs and then went Chansey farming.
Okay, yeah.
Huh, cool.
I mean,
Well,
here's the thought, though. If you're going to do that, just duplicate rare candies. Like, this kind of skips the middleman.
The thing is, rare candy takes a while to get through.
I mean, you know, if you could cut out the amount of time that you spend farming, though, and just get the Pokemon straight to 100, yeah. Like,
Okay, but here's the thing: like the duping process takes time.
So it's better to dupe Master Balls then, is what I'm hearing. Just dupe the Master Balls, do the raids, catch the Pokemon that are cool with the Master Balls, and for the rest of the time, just, you know, I don't know, like farm candies doing raids and you know, leveling Pokemon up that way.
Yeah, pretty much. Like the main reason I like the Chansey farm is, we lost.
Damn.
What the fuck were you guys fighting?
Pokemon.
They were fighting Omega Dick. It's
it was a Volcarona that was terrestrialized into a fighting type.
Volcarona?
So it had flame body, so every time we hit it, we get burned.
You're hitting it with flying moves?
Which cuts our attack more in half.
Wasn't there a mod in this? Use the use Fido's evolution, the Wiener Dog. It can't be burned.
You can also use
any fire type.
You can also use
that's what I was thinking. Talonflame,
which if it gets hit by fire moves, its attack will go up.
Yeah.
And it also cannot be burned either.
Yeah, you can use the fire starter. That thing won't be burned because it's a fire type, and it'll avoid any fighting type moves.
Yeah, Fido's evolution is completely immune to fire. Instead, if it gets hit by a fire move, its defense will go up sharply.
Yeah, it's also immune to ghost.
No, it's not.
It's not normal type. That's right. It's fairy type. I keep forgetting it's not a normal type. It's such a normie. I keep thinking it's a normal type. Like
Testing.
I mean, it's literally like a cinnamon bun dog.
It's a wiener dog covered in pretzels. Its Japanese name has pretzel in it. Like,
wait, Dash Bun does?
Yes. Yes, I watched a Japanese Hololiver stream when she evolved it, like a clip from her stream, and it has pretzel in its name.
Oh, so it's a burnt, so it's a baked pretzel. Huh?
Yeah, Puppy Mochi is Fido's name, you know, and then or Puppy Mochi is Fido's name, and then the other thing is pretzel something.
Mm-hmm.
You know, here, let's see, Fido. There we go. Fido, the puppy Pokemon. Japanese name Puppy Mochi evolves into Dash Bun. Oh, Boatzel. That's what it is. Boatzel. So it's Bo and Pretzel put together. Boatzel. That's its Japanese name. I don't know why the hell they felt like they had to change that. Like, Like, it's literally like that sounds like an American Pokemon name already. Why bother? Like,
Exactly.
you know. Anyway.
I mean, I could totally bring Scissor.
Oh, Caesar me, Xerxes.
Double weak to fire.
Just
Scizor.
Burn the Caesar.
I mean, that's what Volcaron's gonna do to it.
I know. That's the whole idea. The burn the Scizor was like a whole meme a few gens ago. Like,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
who was the
I
one
know.
that wanted an Oranguru? Kepitaru. He needs monkey. He needs it desperately. Please don't beat his monkey or spank it. He wants an unused monkey.
Yeah. As long as he's not stuck in the raid, he'll be able to get
Oh
it.
man. Is it a Terra Oranguru that'll be able to do something against this raid boss?
If we caught in the wild, it's gonna be either normal Terra or Psychic Terra.
Normies
I got a Water Terra Camerupt earlier today, so
a water what now?
a Water
Water
Terra
spoiler what? Spoiler says what?
No, Camerupt.
Camerupt. Oh, okay. I thought you
Water
said like
Terra
Tam
Camerupt.
Raptor or something. I was like, what?
No,
Oh, I finally got my ground terrestrialized
I know better not to say.
Gyarados.
Gyarados. Oh, you got a ground Terra Gyarados? Terrados?
Yeah.
Alright. Cool.
Nice.
Yeah, so I can get that stab earthquake.
Yeah.
Nice. Stab, Earthquake, completely immune to a 4x weakness.
Right. It's like, oh, I see you have an electric type. Well, do I have a surprise for you?
Right?
Oh, sorry.
Ah.
Give me a second.
Oh.
Connecting to internet.
I only understood like half of that.
I said testing.
Yeah, I heard. No, I heard you say testing. I was talking to Caps, who he was giving instructions to how to find a level 75 Dragonite.
The Steel Terra Dragonite.
I keep getting this message from the Discord thing saying that, oh, looks like Discord's not detecting any input from your mic.
Oh,
Is it settings?
yeah.
Okay, I created a link trade with our normal trade code, or with our normal code.
All right,
The
cool.
thing about that, though, is that other people will try to put in that code as well.
It's every once in a while. All right, Hugo. Keptar is ready to trade. He's got the normal code up. If you would be so kind as to give him your monkey. You know, he wants it hard and fast. It doesn't matter which hole you put it in. He just needs that monkey now.
Also, Hunger.
What's up?
I found out that Skuntank is exclusive to Scarlet and Swalot is exclusive to Violet.
Oh, I see. I see how it is.
So if you want a Swalot from me, I have a Steel Terra one for you.
Oh wow. Okay, well, you know, maybe don't offer to swallow live on stream. You know, maybe save that for DMs. Damn.
Okay.
That's an entirely different video and streaming service.
Right? Yeah, that's a different streaming service.
Entirely.
It's a different
Yeah,
different
it's
thing. Oh man.
Yay, Oranguru!
Yeah.
I'm sending over the baggin.
It's bacon. Only one thing smells like bacon, and that's bacon.
Speaking of exclusives, does he need Swalot?
Oh, I already gave him a Gulpin.
Oh, he said he's missing Clauncher and Miraidon is what he's missing. So.
Vulture and the Miraidon legendary.
Yeah, that legendary that me ride on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I already gave him Gulpin, so.
Yeah.
So let's try to find her.
So he's already got a little cum guzzler. I mean, Gulpin. What did I say?
I already got most of the Scarlet exclusives. Another friend gave me Armor Rogue earlier, so.
Oh, nice.
I don't think I'm gonna name this.
Excuse me.
Oh, you need Quancher. Hold on. Say no to that one, and I can give you Quancher. And I need T-Tar.
Oh, you mean Larvitar?
Yeah, Larvitar.
Larviturd. Oh my
So
god,
on-
it's Larviturd.
So on this week's episode of Siege Screws the Pooch, I
That's a different website too. No, I'm just
yeah, I know. Hey, it's like my first time and forever using that adage. So,
you know,
anyways,
Armor Rouge.
I
Yeah.
recently bought a new laptop, and I bought a NVMe SSD for it, and a heat sink for it.
Uh huh.
And I was making the assumption that, since this is a modern laptop, it uses the same kind of hard drive as the PlayStation 5.
Oh no.
So I went back to the product detail page, even though I already had the darn thing in my possession, and according to the website, it says that it looks like it says standard SSD. So I go ahead and return the Samsung 982 terabyte NVMe hard drive and the heatsink to Best Buy.
Uh huh.
And then later that night, I get curious. I'm like, I need to make absolutely sure that a standard SSD for old laptops will work in this thing, even though several YouTube videos seem to suggest as much. I watch these videos, and I see 2 or 3 different internal configurations for the laptop. So I get concerned. I get out the screwdrivers, and I open up the back end of the laptop, and I'm only seeing a slot for an NVMe ultra-modern SSD.
Ah.
I'm face palming so hard right now over this. But the other interesting issue is I can't find where in the heck you're supposed to upgrade the RAM, if you can.
Oh man.
Oh.
So basically, you face palmed so hard that somebody thought you might be the Avatar.
I doubt anybody would make that situation with me because I'm not currently bald.
No, it doesn't matter though. Yeah. Like,
Or do I have any tattoos, much
Right.
less giant
Well,
arrow?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You get the giant palm print on your face, and that
Oh.
that was the
Gotcha.
joke in that. It was like, I think that guy might be the Avatar because he was face palming the whole episode.
I see.
Like Sokka is that episode of the original Avatar series where Sokka is face palming because this guy's such an idiot that they're talking to.
Right.
Like, and he keeps face palming like every other thing the guy says, and then like finally, like after they get out of the cave, like the guy's like, "Don't look now, but I think that guy might be the Avatar." And then Sokka face palms again. He's got like a huge red handprint on his forehead. Like,
Oh.
yeah.
Great.
Hysterical.
So anyway, I reordered the exact same hard drive that I had once bought off of Best Buy,
Uh,
but it says that they only have one in stock and it's refurbished.
ah.
Considering the box for the one that I returned had gotten a bit tattered since I bought it, and I just had it sitting in my a laptop case, I may just have given myself like a $10 discount on the hard drive.
Huh. Interesting. Ah.
But yeah, I feel quite dumb.
Yeah, well, you know.
I mean, except for the RAM part. I mean, I know it's been like since the late in the second Bush administration since I've had my hands up a computer skirt like that, much
Yeah.
less a laptop. But that just really strikes me as weird. I can't access where to put in RAM.
Uh-huh. You just have to add a few more gigabytes of RAM to her hard drive.
Mhm.
Closest thing to having RAM in a hard drive comes from the solid-state hybrid drives.
Alright. Yeah, it was a Val Venus joke.
Yeah, I know. I remember it quite vividly,
Yeah,
especially since you won't let me forget it.
right. The Big Balvoski went ahead and solved that pesky Y2K problem. You just have to add a few more gigabytes of RAM to your hard drive.
Mhm.
L was the character that was a porn star.
Yeah,
right?
he was basically just a walking sex joke. It was pretty funny. Like, like, hello, ladies. uh,
We still want to leave it on the air.
Yeah.
Does anybody here know if there's such a thing as a router with more than just 3 outputs, where you can plug multiple things into it?
I've seen routers with like 4, like multi routers, but they're
I need
like
one.
older, you know.
Oh,
Well,
Like,
you have the
is-
multi-port switches that
Yeah,
have like 50.
that would be overkill even for me.
right.
I'm thinking like maybe 8. See, my gripe here is I just got had to get a new TV because it was
Uh-huh.
dying, and I was previously using the Xbox as my multimedia streaming box, but why waste the life cycle of a game console when you can use the TV itself because it's a Roku TV?
Right.
But that takes up one of my router slots, so
Uh-huh.
I have to choose between the PS5, the PS4, the Series X, and the Switch for my actual LAN cables. I'd like to not have to choose.
Yeah. Doesn't the POS 5 play pretty much everything the POS 4 did?
There's a lot of
There's a lot of stuff that doesn't.
well, no, there's a lot of little hiccups and bottlenecks.
So
that,
the emulation has
I'm like-
issues. You know, so it's not that it won't play them; it's that it has issues when it does, right?
Not exactly. The number of games that have problems with it or just don't work at all is extremely small.
Oh, okay.
It's like you can count them on both your hands. The issue that I have as a maniacal collector of sorts, you could, of course, use your PlayStation 5 to completely replace your PlayStation 4, unless you have certain PlayStation VR games, or well, there's no such thing as a NVMe hard drive that's bigger than 8 gigs, and the PS5 only supports up to 4, which makes sense
Yeah.
because right now a 4 terabyte NVMe would cost you literally the same price as the system itself.
Oh,
The 2 terabyte special hard drive or expansion card for the Xbox Series X costs about $350, which is close enough to the price of the console itself. So it's kind of at a point where only because I have a external hard drive for my backwards compatible games, and I went ahead and sprang for the expansion card for the Series X. Series X completely eclipses and replaces my One X. And there's zero, as far as I can tell, games on the Xbox One that don't play right on the Series X. And there's no VR, AR, or what have you to worry about.
Nice.
Now, of course, I could get or use a external drive to store PS4 games and play them straight on the PlayStation 5, but I wouldn't get the ultra hyper fast loading benefits.
Okay.
If anybody here else misses the days when console gaming was simple and you didn't have to worry about hard drives and compatibility and all that other crap, I'm there with you.
Yeah. I personally, I think that's why most people liked consoles in the first place, is just because they're simple. Like, you could just buy the console, put the game in, play it. You know, like when you have to do all kinds of customization to get the optimum performance out of your console, kind of sucks. Yeah. It's like, because a lot of people, it's like, man, if I have to do all this customization, might as well just get a fucking gaming rig on the PC,
Well, it is still much simpler to get the most out of a console than it is for a computer.
Right.
Since the PlayStation 3 supported standard laptop hard drives, you could speed up loading and access times for virtually any game just by getting a faster hard drive or a solid state. And the same thing goes for the PlayStation 5. They require something like at least 5,000 megabits per second data transfer rate. But even the base upgrade that you can buy from Western Digital, which is officially licensed by Sony, that actually runs like 20% faster than the standard requirements. And you can, those 4 terabyte drives that I mentioned, those run even faster. So it's like each time you upgrade just the capacity, you're also upgrading the speed. Whereas when it comes to upgrading a computer, you upgrade the hard drive, you upgrade the processor, you upgrade the graphics card, you upgrade the sound card, you upgrade, every single little component to the point where it's no longer the same computer you bought.
Yeah.
Now it's just hard drive and that's it. If you want to upgrade the graphics itself on your console, you buy a Pro model when it comes out 5 years down the line.
Yeah.
And of course, there's that little obsessive part of me that loves that.
They purposely try to make consoles like non-customization and hard to mod because they're worried about people hacking. Jailbreaking the thing to get access to all the games and shit. So I mean, people that are going to do that are going to do it anyway, of course. But
Right, you can't deter the determined.
Right. They're not going to make it easy for them to do it though. They're not going to be like, oh yeah, here, have the keys, go nuts. Like they're gonna
giving a 5-year-old Ferrari keys.
Right. Oh man, there's a ton of fucking glass down here. Yeah. Oh man. Did I find a glass vein? Apparently. It's one that I created using the Castle Maker feature a while back, and I'm just now getting around to mining the shit out of it. Alright. Ah. Oh. Did I go the wrong way? I might have gone the wrong way. I went the wrong way. Yeah.
Why did you call the PS5 the POS5? It's a solid piece of kit.
I mean, it's Sony product, you know. So, you know, the thing is, to me, if it can't play any games I want to play, I'm not interested. You know, like, it doesn't matter how photorealistic it is or how many bells and whistles they stick on it. That's not what I play games for. Like, you know, I don't play games so I can see the characters breathing and all that stuff. Don't get me wrong, that stuff's cool and everything. Like, it's cool to see graphics that are, like, super advanced and everything. But, like, it's not what drives me to make purchases, you know? Like, I don't make purchases solely on how photorealistic the game characters look, you know. I might make purchases based on how anime style the characters look and how big their tits are or something, you know. No, just kidding. Like, but no, it's just something where, like, to me, gameplay matters a lot more. You know, substance over style, I suppose. I mean, style is important too, but like I said, it ranks way, way below gameplay in my book. You know, if the gameplay's like shit, you know, it doesn't matter how unbearably cool it looks, or you know, how many stars it got on IGN, because you know, when you blow somebody's brains out, they splatter all over the ground in realistic fashion. You know, like, you know, you know, it's just. That's not what I play games for, you know. Like all those people who were bashing the way that Pokemon Sword and Shield looked. They're like, oh, these textures look hideous. I'm like, have you played Pokemon before? Did you play Gen 1 when it was like what 4-bit? Like, it's just not like you know, it was not cutting edge at the time. Like there were way better looking games out when the original Pokemon games came out. You know, Pokemon has never been like that franchise that's like, oh my gosh, it looks so amazing. Oh my gosh, did you see how realistic the graphics were? Oh, it was so cool. That's not Pokemon. Like, if you're that guy, go somewhere else. Like, you know,
There was that time when it was a treat to play Pokemon on a console and have your creatures battle it out in a giant virtual stadium.
Yeah, and now that's like standard because the console is the handheld, you know, so it's just, you know. It only took them like a bajillion gens to get there, but, you know. Be funny if Pokemon stuck to 2D. You know, there are people who would love that, honestly.
Yeah, there are people who would love it.
Surely you don't think me to be a graphics whore.
No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that, you know, to me, you know, I know that you have gotten into VR recently, and, you know, more power to you. I personally don't really go for that, and, you know, so the PS5 just holds no allure for me, you know. So, like I said, if that's the best machine to play your VR on, and that makes that makes your boat go float, then you go for it, you know. Like, but
I didn't buy the I didn't buy the PS5 for VR.
Yeah.
I bought the PS5 and the Series X because, one, there wasn't any other big thing out there this season that I would call a decent Christmas gift to myself. So I said, okay, well, it's been 2 years since they both came out. It's usually the time frame that I recommend people to buy new consoles 2 years in. I want to expand my capability of playing new games as they come out. Even though I cringe at the idea of paying $70 for some of them.
Uh-huh.
It's just kind of the way I've always been.
Right.
And
There's
as far
a
as the VR goes, the PSVR 2, there's maybe 2 games that I already own that are getting free upgrades for VR 2. And I'm actually playing most of my VR on the PS4.
uh-huh.
And I think VR is like the biggest, most immersive innovation in gaming. At least this current and most recent iteration of VR in general.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a song
because
that describes that.
It's the overall gameplay experiences that I
Yeah.
go for.
Yeah, no, and like I said, if you're after that VR gameplay experience and this thing does it better than anything else, then go for it. Yeah. But if you didn't buy it just for the VR,
PSVR arguably doesn't do it very well.
yeah.
But there's I said, it's the PSVR platform.
Mhm.
I mean, this took me literally weeks to consider and research,
Yeah.
and I found that most of the games that seemed to be most appealing to me were going to all be available on PlayStation VR.
Yeah.
I looked at like the Meta system, the PC VRs, and I was just like, oh, there's like these 3 or 4 games on this one that I would like to play, but there's these other 2 that aren't.
Right.
So I'd either have to buy 2 of these or go at PlayStation VR.
Right. But yeah, like to me, I never buy a system on the promise of, oh, don't just trust us, we'll have more stuff that you want on the way. Like unless like it's like really solid and everything, like I'm not going in on it until there's something that I can play right then, like
right,
because I don't
gotta
like
have at least one killer app or overall a handful of games you know you want to play.
Yeah, I don't like $500-600 paperweights. Like if I'm gonna drop that kind of coin on it, it's because there is a game or multiple games on there that I'm absolutely desperate to play.
And that's what I recommend to everyone now, is following my own advice for the most part.
Yeah. So like I said, if that was your rationale behind buying it, then good for you. But like I said, there's nothing on any of those consoles that just is like, oh yeah, this is the one, I need to play this immediately. And it's not just, it's usually not just one game that I'm gonna need. I'm gonna need like a handful before I even consider dropping that kind of change on something. I don't just have thousands of dollars sitting around ready to blow. So, but yeah, it's just like I said, I'm not trying to shit all over your parade. If it's making you happy and you're getting your use out of it, then that's great. But if you're like the people that there's a ton of people out there who will literally buy a console because it's the new thing, and
I can't stand that.
Yeah, there's a song that describes it. It's called Shiny Object Syndrome. And it basically talks about people who just have to have the new toy. Whether it's a phone or a video game console or whatever. Oh, it's like, did you just buy a new phone last week? Oh yeah, but this one's got like, like an extra like 2 gigs of RAM or whatever, extra 2 megabytes of RAM or whatever. So it's just but what is we yeah. Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing is, these days, no matter what the game is, unless it's like a exclusive like what Nintendo has, it's probably going to make its way, like if it's a really hot title, it's probably going to make its way to multiple consoles anyway. It's probably going to be on just about everything. So, you know, and like I said, if you're dead set on playing on the console that has the highest performance for that game, then like I said, that's totally your prerogative. If there was a console that can play Pokemon Scarlet and Violet a little better than what it was playing, I might be like seriously tempted, like, for example.
Yeah, I have weird rules about what kind of games I'll get on which console.
Yeah.
To a certain extent. Used to be that I would only buy games that to me feel like they were primarily PC titles. I'd get them only on the Xbox systems. But ever since Microsoft bought Bethesda, I have, in protest, been only getting the PlayStation versions of Bethesda games.
Yeah. Have you heard about Microsoft doing some moving and shaking? I guess they're trying to pick up Activision?
Yes, they've been comparing Sony to Nintendo, claiming that they have their own niche titles and so on and so forth, that they can do well without having any third-party support. And the thing is, they're not even 25% right.
Right, exactly.
Basically,
like,
this exposes Microsoft's monopolistic ambitions.
Right.
And the FTC?
Federal Trade Commission,
or
yeah.
Either the FTC or the FBI, somebody is putting together an antitrust lawsuit against Microsoft.
Probably the FTC, because the FTC is the Federal Trade Commission. They're literally the body that governs trade in the country. So, yeah, if they're trying to look at an antitrust, because basically the problem is that Activision has Call of Duty, and first-person shooters are a huge chunk of what people buy on PlayStation. And Sony's basically arguing that if Xbox takes over Activision and says, "Oh well, now Call of Duty is only on Xbox," it'll leave Sony like with its pants down, unable to compete.
Exactly.
Like they're because their Battlefield franchise, it can't even get close to Call of Duty in terms of numbers.
Well, Battlefield is by EA, and that's the comparison that Sony was putting up in court.
Right, but Sony, I think Sony has been maybe maneuvering to perhaps purchase EA as well. But anyway, but yeah, because that was something that they talked about, is like, well, if we countered by buying EA, we wouldn't be getting anywhere near what Xbox would be getting by picking up Activision. So
right, and frankly, what I think Sony should do is reboot the Killzone franchise and try to make it into the next Call of Duty or their answer to it. But Sony just kind of has their head up their keister at the moment.
My big problem with Sony and Microsoft is anytime either of them goes in and like all out purchases a game studio, like not just have a whole bunch of shares and a nice hefty interest in it, but when they go in and they just flat out purchase a game studio, like within a few years it's dead. Like it's like like they mismanage these things to death half the time. Like
Microsoft is way more guilty of that than Sony. Yeah. It took a long time for them to dissolve Studio Liverpool of Wipeout fame.
Right, but look at what happened to Lionhead. Look at like what happened with Rare, and look what's happening with Mojang. Like there's other examples of things, but yeah, like it just seems like anytime any of them gets a studio with any sort of reputation or credibility, they turn it to shit within a decade.
Yeah, Electronic Arts is the absolute worst at that.
So yeah, like anytime I hear about like a major video game studio being acquired by another entity, I'm just like, rip that, like, because they either gut the personnel and hire a bunch of incompetents to replace them so that they just get the brand recognition but nothing else, or they try to run the place in a way that makes the personnel hate it and they quit. Like so.
And they micromanage it to death.
Yeah, so it's just something where,
I mean, I have mixed feelings about it.
Yeah.
When it comes to Rare, because they did that fantastic Killer Instinct reboot.
Right.
But it ultimately came about feeling somewhat unfinished.
Right. Well, and I mean, not for nothing, but hasn't stopped me from modding my consoles. Yeah, well, there you go, Caps. Anyway, rumors going around that Microsoft is downsizing staff in their game studios, including Mojang. Yeah, Sony doesn't have the money to buy Activision. Yeah, no. Well, Sony does. Sony would be able to buy to buy like EA, EA, is what they were saying. Is what we were saying. Not that they were trying to buy Activision. But anyway, but Xbox, Microsoft does, because they got Bill Gates' fat ass wallet behind them. So,
Yeah, but Bill Gates is, from the beginning, he was barely involved or interested. He just kind of said.
He's very uninvested in the Xbox arm of the company, and as long as it keeps dumping money in his bank account, he's fine.
Yeah. It reminds me of that whole Megatron bit from Beast Wars when they break into the Autobot base, or what was it? The Autobots, the Maximal base, and he says, "Oh look, it's the Autobot base, ours for the asking." And
we're not gonna ask, are we? Because I was thinking we could just blast our way in there and take it. And he's like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah. So my impression of Bill Gates when those two guys brainstormed and said, "Hey, let's put together a console," Bill Gates just simply thought for 10 seconds and said,
"Oh, okay."
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Especially when he was up there within 3 months spouting off his ignorant comments saying, "Yeah, if we don't turn a profit within about another 6 months, we're going to just pull the plug on it."
Yeah.
They shut him up real fast.
Yeah.
Because the guys who had the whole Xbox idea to begin with knew that you can't just... You have to establish a brand, and it takes a lot to get your foot in the door.
Yep. Man.
Sometimes... Sometimes just having all the money in the world and the all the online tech support in the world can't get you that foothold. Look at Google Stadia, for example.
Right. So, we talk a lot about companies mismanaging their shit. Bandai, and how the shit show that is their trading card game schedule. Things like what do you call it? Very Sega and how the terrible decisions they made during the console wars. All these companies that have made what in retrospect were just absolutely terrible decisions when it came to running their company. But at least they're not Elon Musk buying Twitter bad. I think we could all say that no matter which one you're talking about, like Elon's dumpster fire over at Twitter is just the biggest mismanagement in recorded history. Like, it's
hilarious.
I think Elon has other ideas besides profit when it comes to Twitter.
I don't think he does. Because the first thing he did was he tried to monetize it because all these advertisers were fleeing the platform. So he's like, "Oh, well, we need to keep this profitable. So what if we started charging $20 for the blue check mark?" And then people were like, "$20? That's ridiculous." He's like, "How about $8?" So he just arbitrarily dropped it to $8 immediately. But then all these people started just paying the $8 to get verified, and then posting tweets as other entities. Somebody got on Twitter, made a fake account posing as Eli Lilly, the pharmaceutical company, and tweeted that insulin was going to be free.
Don't forget the Mario flipping the bird.
Right.
Yeah, and don't forget the official Nintendo account that had Mario giving everyone the bird.
Right, but anyway, the Eli Lilly thing...
Wait, was it a Birdo or an Albatross?
Yeah, well...
No, he was holding up his middle finger.
Yeah.
I was being facetious.
Right. But anyway, the the funny thing was that fake announcement cost Eli Lilly millions of dollars. Their stock plummeted on the heels of that fake Twitter account making an announcement about insulin being free. Like,
well, good thing there was some other stuff behind the scenes.
I'm sure there was. Like, most people aren't just going to take a fake Twitter account at face value, but that certainly didn't help anything. You know?
No, it didn't help. But
You
it
know?
wasn't the whole driving factor.
Yeah, no, I get that. I get that internet troll. Like, here's the thing: internet trolls, spouting bullshit. They, occasionally they make it onto the news. Okay, and
Internet
it's
wouldn't
hilarious.
be the internet without them.
Yeah, but like the whole thing with the OK sign meaning white power. That was 4chan trolls that came up with that. That's never been a thing. But the white supremacists are like, sure, we'll take it. and the news was like, oh, somebody made the OK sign. That's a racist symbol. It's like that's literally like what John Cena does every time he comes out. He throws it up with both hands. Like, it just means okay. It doesn't mean shit. Like, the naughtiest thing that it means is, oh, hey, it's an asshole. Like, anyway. But
Well,
yeah,
as long as the so-called bird means what it's always meant for generations, then I think I'll be okay.
it means penis. That's literally, it's a representation of male genitalia. I
thought
when you flip the bird, the middle finger represents the shaft, and the rest of your fist represents the testes. That is literally what the bird is. Like,
and here I thought it meant I was calling you number one.
yeah, I know. It's just terrible.
Definitely not, dude.
By the way, I hope you can detect my extreme sarcasm.
Yeah. Just saying, there are cultures where instead of the middle finger, it's the thumb. Where
biting your thumb.
No, it's not biting, not necessarily biting the thumb, just giving you the thumbs up. It's the same as flipping you off because it means the same thing. In that case, the thumb is the penis, and the rest of the fist is the testes. So all these Americans that were over in Iraq during the Iraq War, all these Iraqis are giving them the thumbs up, and they're like, yeah, they love us. It's like, no, they're basically telling you to suck it. They're flipping you off, but in their culture,
Yeah.
But yeah, the whole biting your thumb thing is a kind of adaptation of that as well. So
Yeah, I'm reminded of when Mario Kart 8 Deluxe first released. They had to patch out a taunt gesture from the Inklings because they were doing the Italian version of FU, and they didn't realize it.
Right. Well, and the thing with the biting the thumb, like, basically, if you're talking about the biting the thumb thing, and the thumb's supposed to be a penis in this case, you're basically telling them to go eat a dick.
Exactly.
So
Well, it sounded to me like a Shakespearean reference.
It's the
I bite my thumb at you, sir.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm talking about. Like the in the Shakespearean plays, that's basically what they're doing. They're basically saying, "Hey, go eat a dick." Like when he says, "Go, I bite my thumb at you," that's basically what he's saying. It's 15th century, Old English for "go eat a dick."
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember an English teacher had us do like a Shakespeare day in class, and we had to speak and yield English or Shakespearean, and then there was going to be an insult contest, and I was the quietest, most stoic person in the class, but on that day someone crossed me. I forgot what the heck they said, and I literally did the bite my thumb gesture, and she wasn't happy, but she was thrilled with my enthusiasm and
attention to detail.
My attention to detail. Nobody else was doing that.
Right. I bite my thumb at you, sir.
She said if I did it again, I'd be sent to the office.
Oh man. Terrible.
This is the teacher that I really loved, so out of respect.
It's like, oh man, but I used a hundreds of years old, gesture that no longer means anywhere close to what you think it means. Like, seriously, I bite my thumbnails all the time. Like, anyway.
Well, I did give him the Italian salute.
Yeah,
later
well,
on-
that
later on
that
day.
one would probably be more like, yeah, no, but
Oh,
see-
he was too dumb to know what either of them meant. So it's like, why am I getting in trouble?
right.
It's like I could be a mime gesturing wildly in front of him that he's going to get hit by a car and he'd get plowed over at this
Yeah.
point.
It's at that point you just quote Ron White. If he doesn't know the difference and it makes me feel better, then oh man.
Raichu. Ooh, timer balls.
Ooh, balls.
I did that. I just didn't catch myself. That's how I ended up down here.
You didn't catch yourself?
But yeah, this,
What kind of
this whole
Pokeballs
Still
are you
running around in
using?
Area Zero.
this whole situation with Microsoft and Sony fighting it out in the courts, it just it reminds me of a joke I said like 20 years ago
Uh-huh.
or whatever. There was just rumors of Microsoft joining the console industry.
Uh-huh.
I said, they will probably just give up at some point and start buying everything.
Uh-huh. And that's where we are now.
Yeah, if only I could have like bought stock accordingly,
Mhm. Yeah.
I'd be swimming in it Scrooge McDuck style.
Yeah, well, you know.
Yeah, the thing, the
How long
The
until
part
they
where
start
I-
buying up all the sports teams so that they don't have to pay them for licensing for sports games anymore?
Electronic Arts already pretty much has a monopoly on sports games,
I know.
officially licensed anyway.
Right, but what
Except,
you,
wait, no, actually, this is crazy. You may or may not be aware, but there's actually a Sony property, a PlayStation Studios property that's on Xbox and
Uh-huh.
Nintendo Switch now. It's MLB The Show.
Yeah.
Due to negotiations with the with the MLBPA or what have you, Sony has to allow their game that they produce with the license of the MLB to appear on Microsoft, Nintendo, and even PC.
That's pretty funny. Well,
Now, it's
I
not
can
quite.
understand because
It's not quite at the level of Sonic the Hedgehog,
Right.
hitting Nintendo consoles after their company
Right.
dissolved.
Right, I can understand that though, because MLB probably gets royalties off of every sale, so they're like, "Yeah, we want this on every console." Can we get it to play on a toaster like Doom? Can we, they want it on everything, because they want
Right.
that money,
Then Minecraft being on Wii U and Switch and 3DS and PlayStation just before they get bought by Microsoft. That was all due to existing contracts, but
Right.
it's continued to bring more money into Microsoft. So it's kind of
Yeah.
like they don't care. Microsoft seems to not care right now as to how you play their games, as long as you buy them and play them.
Right, yeah. They just want you to buy them. They don't really care if you play them or not. They just want them to do it. They want you to buy them. Like, that's really the core tenet of the game industry right now is can we get them to buy the games somehow? What if we could somehow get around all these places like Redbox and GameFlies and whatnot that rent games to people? What if we could do away with GameStop and just make everybody buy our games? Like,
Who cares if we actually release a completed product?
yeah,
We
and then
got
have
money
to
to
keep
make.
them forever. And then, like if we put out something that's like so broken it's not even playable, we can just be like, just hang tight. We'll patch it within the next year. It'll be fine. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just saying it happens. It happens too much. We're in that situation with Scarlet and Violet right now. It's not like an unplayable mess like Cyberpunk or it was, but it's like, it's it's got some problems. It's got some problems that need fixing. It could have
It's
used
got a few
a few more
issues,
months in the oven before they pulled it out and served it to the public. So,
Could have patched it a little more.
I mean, I'm glad that they patched it because apparently it would have been even worse without the patch. But you know, if they're gonna keep making patches for it, how about do something with those pants? I'm just saying.
The patch was not out yet when it was on emulator, I think.
Well, no, it wasn't because people were having these memory leak issues. They're like, "Oh my gosh, it's terrible." It's like, well, that's what you get for playing ahead of launch, assholes. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
I think they did it on purpose because they're like, yeah, we're gonna make all these fucking people who try to play the game early like pay for it. Like they're gonna, you know, and then when you get it on the Switch, it's gonna have a day one patch. You know, so yeah,
Exactly.
fuck those people. You know, I'm glad that they played an even broken, shittier version of the game. You know.
Yeah, they deserved it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like some of these game companies are putting out special pirate versions of the game where they like put stuff in the game that breaks the game just for the pirates. Like,
I mean, Aquan played the emulator version, and honestly, I don't blame him.
I mean, I don't necessarily blame people for wanting to play the game early, but it's like, just keep your pants on, man. You know, like,
For real.
you know, she'll be there waiting with her legs spread on launch day. You just got to wait for a while, you know.
and then once it releases, then you can start fucking.
Yeah, exactly. You know, so yeah, so you know now.
Yeah, I mean,
You guys need to get out more.
Well, you know.
Yeah.
I'm using it as a metaphor for basically saying, you know, hey, their names are Scarlet and Violet. Those are girls' names. Anyway, and they are games that people want to fuck around with. So,
Yeah.
Anyway.
Fittingly enough, those are names that sound like poll workers.
A little bit. Not gonna lie.
I don't mean elections.
Yeah, no. Don't no. I mean, maybe certain types of election. No, I'm just kidding. All right. Anyway, I think I'm going to go ahead and call it a night on this one.
All right.
Definitely want to thank everybody for coming out and participating. We had some
No problem. Thanks for having me.
We built things. You know, it was nice. I will find something else to do next time, and we'll probably talk about, you know, more things. Hopefully it won't be like whichever beloved celebrity has died most recently.
Good God, can we get a break from that, please?
Yeah, can we please, like, you know, like, we've lost, like, what, 3 now? In the past, like, 2 weeks?
3?
Yeah,
What was
the
the
lady
third
that,
one?
what was her name? The lady that sang, Fame, I'm gonna live forever. She died today.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Ouch.
Yeah.
My condolences for those who cared, but
Yeah.
that song annoyed me.
Yeah, there was she had another song that was really big too. She wasn't just a one-hit wonder. Anyway, but yeah, she you know, Cap said her name earlier in the chat game. Give me a second.
Ahura died this year. Ahura died this year.
Let's see. Where is the?
Lots of people. I don't blame you.
Oh, there it is. Crap. Irene Cara. Her, and she also did Flashdance. Anyway.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, she
Major
died.
bummer.
She died today. Anyway, but yeah, so. Like I said, you know, it's not necessarily, like I said, somebody that we cared about as much as, like, you know, a Batman or Green Ranger.
I swear to God, though, if a fourth celebrity dies, I'm gonna.
Yeah, can we get a break from the celebrities climbing the golden staircase for a while? You know, like if we could just
exactly,
you know, or descending, whichever way they're going. You know, but.
Descending, whatever the fuck.
Yeah, whichever staircase they're going down. Can we just get a break for a little bit? Can we, you know, put an out of order sign next to the stairway for a bit? You know, have them wait a bit. You know, give us some breathing room. It's just.
If death could literally take a holiday,
yeah,
for the rest of the year, that'd be great.
Yeah, Cap says I care. You know, so, but yeah, like I said, you know, I'm not saying that nobody cares. I'm just saying that, you know, I personally was more harder hit by the other two. But again, I like I said, I included her in the count because like that's a beloved celebrity, and she's definitely going to be missed by several people. So.
Oh, there's a cool thing here.
Yep.
Yeah, got one.
Anyway, but yeah. Anyway, but like I said, hopefully we don't have a new dead celebrity to talk about next week. Is all I'm saying. And thank you all so much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed. We'll be doing some Pokemon Scarlet stuff tomorrow, so look forward to that. And of course, as always, I do hope everybody has a great day. Bye-bye.
And everybody.
Good night.
This is the way it had